I left university, and then it took me 10 years to get anywhere with my music, which I find amazing to hear that coming out of my mouth, because I just don't know how really I persevered for that long. It's a very long time to keep doing something and not having success at it. So that comes on to the interesting idea of what is success. And it's different things. It's different things to different people. Success, of course, can be money. It can be financial security. It can be securing the job that you've always wanted. But the problem is, the job that you've always wanted might not end up being the job that you always wanted when you actually get it. There's the idea of dreams within success. What do you dream of? What do you imagine for yourself? And in my case, the dream was to be a musician, not have to do another job, tour with a band, and play music for people, my music for people. It was 20 years of dreaming about doing this thing, 15 years of dreaming about doing this thing, finally doing it, having success, touring the world, having a band, and then going, but I've done that now. And what do I do next? Because actually having the dream and having the intent and imagining these things for yourself is a really invigorating, very visceral feeling. And you really miss it. I think it's really common with musicians as well who have success that they end up like I did, basically rich in a big house with this life that you thought you wanted and actually not very happy. And you don't know why, because how could that possibly make you unhappy that you've got to where you wanted to be and it's not right? And for me, it was that I had checked all these boxes that I thought that you should tick to get to where you wanted. I should have financial security. I should have a car. I should get married. I should try and have children. All these things that basically I'd kind of been programmed through my upbringing, through my not just my family, but society as a whole, that you should do these things. And I had done them. And then it wasn't what I wanted. And it was really because I hadn't regularly sat down with myself and gone, what do you actually want out of it? Got my record deal, got my success, got to a point where I thought I had everything and I didn't, and I gave it all up, and I sold everything I owned, and I moved to California, which is where I now live. And it was brave, and it was very difficult at times, but the most difficult thing about all of it was looking at myself and being honest with myself about failings that I had, bad decisions that I made, and really the crux of the whole thing was not knowing myself very well. And that's what's changed enormously for me in the last 4 years. And that self-analysis, and I mean, I know it sounds cheesy, and I know I've just told you that I live in California, and I'm going to sound like a terrible hippie lecturer, but it's true. Having that healthy, loving relationship with yourself is, for me, 100% what success is. You can get any job, you can make as much money as you ever want. If you don't like yourself, if you don't love yourself, if you don't look after yourself, it doesn't mean anything. You're not gonna. You can enjoy it. It's a bit like drugs. I mean, what I do is a little bit like drugs. It's you win an award. Whoa, 2 weeks, you feel amazing. 3rd week, you're forgetting about it. 4th week, you're wondering when you're gonna win an award again. So it doesn't necessarily last. There has to be a foundation beneath achievements that are essentially superficial.